What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Destroy coming at you with a first. Going over an NHL DFS lineup. Um, haven't really done NHL as much as other sports, football, basketball, baseball. Um, but slowly and surely, I've been trying to get better at hockey, learning hockey DFS. I watch hockey a lot, so that helps a little, but there's a lot of games, a lot of players, a lot of values to go over. So what I've pieced together is some things that you have to look at. The first thing that I think sets your lineup is your goalie. Once you have your goalie in, you can pretty much just plug everything else in. Maybe you find a goalie later in that you like because of an injury or something like that. So basically, I look. Granted, I wish they even have the remove non-probable goalies, but there's still a lot of goalies in here. So we just look at the bottom. We look at some of these goalies that are really cheap. See if there's any goalies that we would want to play. Look at their recent games. See if they've played that team actually this year before. If it was home or away. If they're home. If they're away. And then you basically go off of that. So looked at goalies. I think one of my favorite goalies is Columbus's Elvis. Yes, Elvis. Last 10 games, you look at him, he started 9 out of the 10 games. He's 6-2-1, allowed 15 goals in 9 games, which is less than 2 goals a game, which is fantastic. He's got 2 shutouts, and he gets a lot of shots at him. Goalie stats come from getting shots at them. They're playing a Carolina team who's probably mid-range in shots. So he's going to see a decent amount of shots regardless. Columbus allows a lot of shots. You look at his recent games, and he's seen over 30 in over half of them. One game he saw 40. And he's coming off of back-to-back shutouts against 2 really good teams. He's playing Carolina. And that might scare you for a goalie coming off of 2 shutouts that, eventually he's going to have to let it go by. Maybe. But you look at his price, and he went down after 7,400, had 2 shutouts, and is back at 7,500. There's a couple other goalies up here that I like. One of them, Ilya, his numbers are just really fantastic. Look at his recent games. The only issue here is sometimes, like, they're playing New Jersey. They played New Jersey earlier, right before New Year's, or right before Christmas, actually. They hit 27 shots against him. He allowed 3 goals, got the win, 12.3 points. You're paying 8,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'd rather go, like I said, I'd rather go for Elvis there. To say the least, it's facing a team that shouldn't dominate Columbus. They're gonna get shots though, and he's got 2 shutouts on a row, so he can make some saves. So I'm probably gonna plug him in. So then the other thing you want to go off of is defenders. Defenders is pretty much one of 2 things. You're either going to want to go for a defender, one of the expensive defenders here, that's going to get you a goal or some assists. The defenders that are on the power play, each power play unit only has 1 defender on it because teams will play 4 forwards and 1 defender. So you want to target the defenders that are on the power plays. Those are the 2 next things you want to target. So any of these defenders are really, really good. And then you want to go off of your forwards and who you have there, who's going to be playing with them. So the stack that I really like today, or just the team I like, is Washington against New Jersey. New Jersey's goalie is very, very bad. And you just need to take advantage of it. The other team that I like is Colorado against San Jose. So pretty much what I have now is I have 2 teams that I really like against 2 terrible goalies. And in this, I'm just trying to get teams that should get goals, should get shots, stuff like that. And you want to try to pair them up with somebody. So I'm going to go for a Washington defender here. Now, Carlson is the best defender on Washington, one of the best defenders in the league. But he's 7,300, and I'm basically paying two really expensive players right now. And you look at his points, he's worth it. He's going to get you points. He's going to get shots. He's on the power play unit. But that's a lot of money. That's a lot. So you go and look. There's not a lot of players that I would play there. Somebody I do want to play is Vrana. He is on the same line as Ovechkin. You can see the last game they played 2 games. He averages 11.8 points, and at 5.2, when they're supposed to dominate this New Jersey team, just played them, I think, last weekend. And he gets a decent amount of time on ice. Now, if Alexander Ovechkin gets 1 or 2 goals, Vrana not 9 times out of 10, but he's got a 25% chance of getting an assist on it, which is really good. That's what you want to get. So I have one player for there. Now let me go and look on Colorado's team. Go for Colorado. Look at some of the guys here. And he's just got a lot of expensive players with him. One of the players that I saw that I really like here is Samuel Girard. I believe his name is. Got 12 points in the last 10 games. 18 shots in those games and 13 blocks. So he does get blocks. He does get shots. And yeah, they're playing a terrible San Jose team. He's on the power play unit. So that's one defender that we have down. So now I'm just going to go over some of the other players that I saw that I really like that fit into this team. We're going to go really cheap here. One of those players that I just see and like. So Derek Stefan, the goalie hasn't been confirmed for Vancouver yet. He's got 9 points on the last 10 games. Shot 2.3 shots per game and got almost a block per game too. Regardless of who's going to be in net for Vancouver, they're not very good. He's been playing a decent amount of minutes lately. He's been shooting really good. You look at his recent games, and there's a reason for it. He's not on the power play unit that I know, but for somebody that's been on fire lately, playing a terrible Vancouver team, I really, really like it. So we still have 4,600. And so we go and we just look at players that have really good opportunity as far as shooting, points, all that stuff. And I'm trying to find them here. Here we go. Philip Forsberg played last night against the Blackhawks. Ended up getting a goal, 8 shots in a block shot. They're playing an Anaheim team who just really isn't good. He's one of their best shooters, so I'm just going to put him in there. He's one of Nashville's better scorers, one of the guys that's going to play a lot. So we're going to go down. We're going to look at some other players. So one of them that I like, not entirely like, is PK Subban. He's been playing... He's a shooter. He's playing for a terrible New Jersey team, but he's a shooter. Washington has a really good goalie. If you're looking for somebody that's cheap that has a potential, PK is there. I am not really going to take him. I don't like him as much. But we're going to go up. We're going to find him. And that's Charlie McAvoy. I like McAvoy because he gets a lot of play minutes and he gets blocked shots. Look at his last few games. For somebody that went down 3,800, that's gotten 11 block shots in the last 3 games, plus a potential for an assist. I like it. And then we have 4,200 for a utility player. And let's see if anyone just screams out. Yeah, here's one that I like too. This is the last guy, is Esa Lindell. Also a player that's got 10 points over the last 10 games, only averaging a shot per game, but is averaging 2 blocks per game. Played Buffalo once this year. Buffalo's got a pretty decent goalie, and he only got 1.3 points. But you look at his last 10 games, and he's been playing really, really decent. He is on the power play line too, which you like. So I'll put him in. And that's a line that I kind of like. There's a couple players that I switched for the main line that I'm going to use tonight, but overall, these are players that I have targeted. So leave a comment on what I should change here, what you guys liked, all that stuff. Like I said, I'm new to the Nhl Dfs, so yeah, any feedback, positive, negative, I'll take with a grain of salt if I have to. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in the next video.